Welcome to day number 17 on your Balance, Build and Bloom plan. This is a 21-day strength journey where we're working through a 20-minute workout each day, followed by a nutrition tip to help you make the best of your time in the kitchen as well as in your day-to-day life on the workout space. So we are going to be working through an upper body and abs workout today. So I've got a couple of sets of weights with me today, a lighter set and a medium set. We're also going to be working down to the mat for a couple of exercises. If that doesn't work for you, don't worry, keep an eye out for the variations because I have worked those in for you as well. Stick around to the end of the program today because we're going to be talking about mindful eating in our little handy nutrition tip at the end of the session. So if you're ready, let's get going. Okay, so we're going to get started with an overhead pendulum, arms up in the air. The first one we're going to do without a weight just to make sure that everything feels okay. So bring the feet nice and wide, a little bit wider than hips, around about shoulder or a little bit wider if you want a nice solid base. Hands together at the top and you're going to go over to one side, feeling the stretch through your midsection up to the middle and back over to the other side, making sure you're not holding your breath at the point of resistance each time. So here, making sure that you're breathing all the way through as we work together in this exercise. So really gripping into the abdominal muscles through your sides. So we're working your deep muscles. We're also working the muscles of the back as well as your abs. All in one in this exercise here. So keep yourself up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to come back to the exercise. We're going to see that one again. And we will be adding a weight. But if you don't want to, then you don't have to. Our next exercise, we're going to do a single arm Y press. So you're just going to hold one of the weights down in one hand. The other one you're going to bring up. So you've got about a right angle into the elbow. And you're going to just push out into a Y shape and then come back in. So pushing out and then back in. It's a really small movement. It's really controlled. If at first it probably doesn't feel like you're doing an awful lot, but believe me, by the end of this one, you will be feeling it. So just keeping that elbow up the whole time. So you are lifting and holding that weight the whole time. And just a quick core check. Are you nice and stable? Is your body nice and stable? Keep those ab muscles nice and tight. Breathing through all the time. 2, 1. Take a short rest. We're going to go to the other side. And again, we're going to come back around and do this exercise again. So there's plenty of time for you to get to grips with it. And if you sort of start and you think, oh, that just took me ages to get to grips with, don't worry, just give a little quick rewind and then start again. Ready to go. 2, 1, push it out and then back in again. And hopefully you'll notice that I'm not really speeding through this exercise. It's going really slowly, really controlled. I'm keeping that weight up the whole time. I'm checking to make sure my abdominal muscles are braced and tight, but I'm not holding my breath because I can talk to you. Okay? If you aren't sure whether you're holding your breath or not, just say something. Just say something, more than a couple of words, just to make sure that you can. Anything you like. And then you can be sure that you're holding those muscles in and you're not holding your breath. Amazing work. Really, really well done. Next exercise, we're going to go to our bent over row. Now, we've done this before. We're going to use a heavier weight this time. Okay, so we've done this before. Your body's going to know what this feels like. You're going to be standing forwards in your workspace, stepping back, nice bent over position, bending over the front weight here, bringing the hand down and then rowing up and then coming back down nice and slow. Up and down. Now, you may find that you can't get your back leg as far as this or in such a bent over position. Being here is absolutely fine. Okay, don't worry that you haven't got, the range. That's okay. You just work to your level as always. That's what we do here. This is your workout. You get to call the shots. It has to be challenging, but not impossible. And take a rest. Well done. We're going to switch sides. I'm just going to switch sides so that you can see. You don't have to move on your mat if you don't want to. You're just going to switch legs, switch arms. Just taking care that the weight is in the hand that the leg is going back on. Okay, so we're working into the legs here as well, but we're creating an unstable surface. Let's go. And an unstable surface is the best way to train your core. So your core, those deep inner muscles, loves an unstable surface. It makes some tiny little adjustments to keep in a stable position. And it's really super functional for life, okay? Having an unstable surface, because rarely are we just stood still or sat still. Okay, out and about, walking around, twisting, reaching, grabbing. So really highly functional, not to be fully grounded all the time. Well done, keep going. Lovely work, take your rest. We're gonna put the weight away for the moment and we're gonna work on an oblique crunch, so through the sides here, but we're gonna go one side and then the other, okay? So again, unstable surface work. We're gonna put your fingertips onto your temples so you're opening up your chest, shoulder blades together, crunch into the side and come back into the center. Side and then center, side, center. So there's a little balance here. Little element of coordination as well, which I absolutely love. I'm not sure if you love it as much as I do from the comments. It's not always clear that everybody loves the balance and coordination, but it is really important. So just crunching in, elbow to knee, tummy nice and tight. Good, head up, feeling proud. You're halfway through your 3rd week on this plan if you've made it this far. And whether you've stayed with me every single day, or you've come back and dropped in and dropped out, maybe 2 sessions a week, 3 sessions a week, perfect. Take a rest, well done. That's absolutely perfect. You don't have to do it every single day. I've recorded it so that you can do it every single day, but you don't have to, because you're living your life and that's absolutely fine. Workouts are there to enhance your life. You don't live so that you can work out. I mean, some people do, but doubtful that they're on my channel. Keep it going, elbow to knee on the side. So we've switched sides here. And if you're finding this particularly tricky with the balance, then of course you can hold on to a wall or the back of a chair if you need to. Not a problem at all with me. Keep it going. Each time, tap that foot down, recenter yourself, go again, tighten to the tummy. Well done. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Amazing, 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 well done. We're gonna drop down to the mat for our next exercise. We're gonna take the weights with us, light weights, and we're gonna do a renegade row. Now, you can do this on your knees or your toes, and I'll show you both. But you do have the variation that you can do from a raised surface as well. And if you don't want to use weights, you don't have to, you're just gonna high five. So here we go, up and up. So rowing up with that weight. Well done. So if you don't want to use a weight, you're just gonna high five. And I'm gonna show you onto your toes as well. So full bridge position here. I'm trying to keep the hips as strong and stable as possible. Also trying to make sure that those weights are coming down to the ground with grace and nice and quiet. There's no thumping of the weights. You are in full control. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. From this position down here, we're going to go into our seated twist. And again, just to challenge the abs a little bit more, we're going to add some unstable surface work into this by disrupting momentum. So into your seated twist position, you have the option to change. So over to the side, back into the middle and push. So this is feet on. I've got the feet off the floor here. Make it a little less stable, a little harder. You can tap one heel down, the other heel down, and then keep them both off. Good. And if you want to make it really hard, then you can pedal those legs in, pedal, pedal, and pushing up into the center just stops that momentum of just going side to side to side to side. So it's just disruptive, which is good. Disruptive in a good way. And take a rest. Amazing work. Last exercise before we go all the way back round to the top again. And we're going to do our the most friendly exercise that we have. We're going to do some push-ups, which I know is not everybody's favorite. However, it's really functional. It's really important to get these done. So you've got your options up on the screen. I'm going to go for a modified onto my knees. Chest down, push up. Chest down, push up. Working as one full movement. If you find push-ups really hard and you don't know which level you're supposed to be at, I do have a video on my channel, which I will link to at the end, about 8 different steps to improve your push-ups. So 8 different ways that you can work to improve, to go from a standing wall press all the way to a full press. 3, 2, 1, take your rest. Amazing work. Come up onto your feet. You've only got just over 15 seconds to get up, but if it's going to take you a little longer and if you need to just take a pause, then just pause now. Collect yourself. We're going to do that overhead pendulum again, and this time I'm going to include a light weight. So I'm using a 3 kilo here, but your light weight may be 1 kilo, and that's absolutely fine. Up and over. Good. Well done. And the weight, as you're bending over, all it wants to do is get down to the ground. So it's your job to keep it controlled, and your body's really going to fight against that, okay? It's really going to fight to keep that weight where you want it to be. If you're using your muscles correctly, breathing all the time, and you do not have to use a weight, okay? You don't have to if you don't want to. Almost done. And take a rest. Well done. We're going to go back to that dumbbell Y press. So you're going to be holding the weights in both hands, but just working on one side. So push yourself into the ground. A really nice big positive in-breath. Let's go. Push it up. Bring it back down. Exhale that weight up and bring it back down. Well done. Well done. Each in-breath brings more positivity. Exhaling all the negativity each time. Good job. Well done. Just over 10 seconds here. Doing amazing. Make sure that you're really bracing those tummy muscles, keeping you really upright, really stable. And take a rest. Well done. Always finish that movement. Not just going to drop the weight halfway through that movement, because that wouldn't be great. About to get going on the other side then. 5 seconds to go. So again, push yourself into the floor. Breathe that weight up and exhale it out. Well done. If you're enjoying these sessions and you want more, then you can find more of these on my website. I've got a members exclusive session on there. I do 2 a week, a 20-minute and a 40-minute. And you don't find those sessions anywhere else. They're hosted on YouTube, but you can't find them unless you are a member of the website. So if that sounds like you like that kind of thing, then you can jump over there. Come say hi, sign up, put you on our WhatsApp group. And you can join those sessions live as well if you want to. You're around. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to do that bent over single arm row with the heavier weight if you want to. If you found this really tough going the first time, or when we did this a few sessions ago, and you want to stay with a light weight, absolutely not a problem at all. It's your workout, so it's your choice. Start when you're ready then. Really working on pushing this stabilizing leg into the floor. I'm pushing the heel into the floor. I've spread my toes. Created a really strong base here as I'm rowing up. And because we're working on one side here, it's unbalanced. So that's why it's really great for the core as well as the upper body. And the legs are getting a little bit of action as well. Don't let anyone feel left out. 2, 1, take your rest. Well done. We are going to switch sides. Well done. If at any point during any of these sessions, not just in this series, but any of the sessions in any series, in any workout ever, you're feeling overwhelmed or a little panicky, you're not sure what you should be doing, you feel that you're maybe not managing, you can't quite do it, just stop, breathe, reground yourself, and go again. Okay, just remember, exercise is to help with your life. It doesn't define you. Okay, this is just who you are now. Get that exercise in. It's a way of life, of course, and it improves your life. But not being able to do an exercise or finding something difficult does not define the whole workout for you. 2, 1, take a rest. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Well done. We're going to go back to that oblique crunch. So the oblique muscles here, the sides, your waist, okay? And also because we're using balance elements deep into the core as well. Fingertips onto temples. And let's go. Crunch and crunch. Each time really gripping into those tummy muscles, just touching the toe down here. So actually getting a little bit of work into the back of the lower leg, into the calf as well. Well done. Crunch it in. If you cannot make the elbow and knee meet, that's okay. As long as you're working through this range, as long as you're working through this movement rather, then that's fine. You're working the same muscles. You'll get there. Just keep going. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to work to the other side. One more side of this, and then we're going to go back down to the renegade row, and that's one of the last 3 exercises that we have before we're done with the session. So you've done really, really well. Fingertips onto temples, then open up that chest. Nice positive in-breath, and let's go. Good. Crunch it in. Well done. Restabilize onto the floor before you go again. If you try and go too fast with this, then you're just letting momentum take over and you're not working into those muscles efficiently enough. Okay, it's still going to work. You're still going to do something. It's better than doing nothing, but not quite taking full advantage of the time we have together. And take your rest. Very well done. We're going to go back for that renegade row then. Again, if you don't want to use weights, you don't have to. I'm using a set of 3 kilos here. You may find that you can do more than that. You may find that you don't want to use any weight at all. Totally up to you. Your choice, your workout. Let's go. Row it up and come back down. What I would say is try and keep the middle of your body as still and as stable as possible. So when you're rowing up, you're really thinking about not moving at all. You're controlling those weights. Well done. It's easier if you have weights that have a flat edge. So these are the hex weights. So they're a little easier to work with. But if you have round weights, then just make sure that you can push them into your mat and they do sort of stabilize themselves a little bit, but just be a little careful. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. We're going to go into that seated twist with a push one more time. I absolutely love this exercise. I include it in loads and loads and loads of my workouts. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. I am sorry, but I do love it. Ready? Let's go. Over to the side. And this little optional extra of a push if you can manage the push. Now, of course, I'm using a weight throughout this exercise, but you don't have to use a weight at all. If you are still at the stage where you're nervous of using weights, then you need to use a weight at all. Just get the movement right. Or maybe you've had a particularly heavy week. Maybe your resilience is low and you just think, I just can't. That's okay. We all have those days. It won't last forever. Just do what you can to get the workout done. Good job. Remember, with every breath that you are using today in this workout is really positive. Okay, so even if you don't absolutely nail everything, that's okay. You're here. We're working out together. That is improving your well-being no end. Let's go for our last thing then. We're doing our press up here. Well done. Good job. So we're talking mindful eating in just a moment, looking at why mindful eating is important and what it is and how to do it. Well done. And as with everything, it's just slowing it down. Just slow everything down. We just rush around too much these days, don't we? Always rushing. Just slow it down. The same with these press-ups. Keep them slow and take a rest. Amazing, amazing work. Really, really well done. I will pop a little stretching cool down video right at the end here as well. So if you want to just continue with that stretching cool down after you've listened to me talking to you about mindful eating, then please do that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you can. That would be really helpful. That really, really helps me out. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be working on lower body tomorrow, so I shall see you then. Today, we are talking all about eating mindfully because in our fast-paced lives, it's easy to rush through meals or eat on autopilot. Mindful eating is about paying full attention to your food, listening to your body's hunger cues, and savoring every bite. Mindful eating matters for a variety of reasons. Eating slowly allows your body to digest more efficiently, reducing the risk of bloating and indigestion. It enhances satisfaction. Savoring each bite helps you to feel more satisfied and prevents overeating. And it also fosters a healthy relationship with food. Being aware of your hunger and fullness signals can really help you develop a positive relationship with food. Here are some tips that might help you with mindful eating. Number 1, eat without distractions. Turn off the TV, put the phone away, and focus solely on your meal. Sitting with family and friends can also help to slow you down and doubles up as extra time catching up with your loved ones. Number 2, savor every bite. Take time to notice the taste, texture, and aroma of your food to fully enjoy your meal. 3, chew slowly and thoroughly before swallowing to help digestion. And 4, listen to your body. Now, you've heard me say this before. Pause halfway through your meal and assess your hunger. Stop eating when you're satisfied, not stuffed. 5, using smaller plates can really help with portion control and make your meal feel more abundant. You can also use a scale of 1 to 10 to gauge your hunger. 1 to 3 being very hungry. Be cautious about your choices at this point. 4 to 6, neutral. Eat mindfully. 7 to 8, satisfied. Stop eating. And 9 to 10, uncomfortably full. That's what we're trying to avoid. Here are some practical strategies that might help you to eat more mindfully. Eat slowly. Set a time target and finish within that time frame. Put down your fork after each bite, so giving your body time to register that fullness. And practicing gratitude, so take a moment to appreciate the food in front of you and where it came from. By incorporating mindful eating into your daily routine, you can build a healthier relationship with food, feel more satisfied, and truly enjoy your meal. I hope you found this tip useful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. It really helps me to keep creating the free content that you enjoy. See you tomorrow for a lower body session and a nutrition tip all about calcium. Take care. Bye.